Okay, so I'm super excited to bring this lesson to you. I honestly can't really even contain it, but today in this lesson, we are going to cover what I like to call offer personas because the name of the game is clarity, and we are going to get super clear on the intricate details of your offer and how it is uniquely and wonderfully made. Okay, and most importantly, I'm going to help you find the words so you can express the value of your offer and how it supports your ideal customer. Okay, this is going to be a key part of your selling blueprint that will make all of your sales and marketing campaigns easier to execute. So, first, before we dive into the actual strategy of the offer persona itself, I first want to set the stage with your mindset. So, this was an amazing concept that was gifted to me, and I want to make sure that you really understand what it is so that you will be able to get that clarity, get that confidence that you need when you are selling, and make sure that not only any strategy that I teach you, a strategy that you may learn somewhere else will also work as well. Okay, so the first thing that we're going to do is go over a few mistakes that are crucial for you to understand so that you are aware of them, right? Awareness is key. How do you avoid them? And most importantly, how do we actually fix them? Okay, so most people know their offers in their head and can only give literal answers about their offer. They have no idea how to explain it from their customer's perspective. Okay, there's a difference between explaining your offer and then there's a difference between explaining your offer from your customer's perspective. So, this is one of the main reasons why your customers will not buy from you and they will buy from someone else because they can't understand who you are. Your offers aren't clear, so they actually don't know how to buy from you. Okay, and then this ultimately leaves them feeling like they can't trust you. The no like trust has not been established. So it's not that they don't really trust you with their money, but they don't actually trust you to help for you to help them solve their problem. Okay. And that's the whole point, right? We have this amazing offer. We know it can help someone. But if we don't know these basic fundamental principles, we are just kind of like a hamster on a hamster wheel. Okay. So here's usually what happens when you only have your offer in your head and haven't given yourself clarity of marketing and sales language that's focused around serving your customer. So a potential customer may ask you to describe what you do, right? What do most people say? What do you say? Okay? And in my experience, the response is usually a literal self-focused one. I'm a fashion boutique. I sell clothes and accessories. I'm a social media manager. I manage social media. I'm a tax specialist. I get people's taxes done. I'm a business coach. I help people grow their business. I'm a web designer. I design websites. I'm a mindset coach. I help people with their mindset. And you may get even, a little clearer on it by saying, I'm a business coach that helps female entrepreneurs scale to 10K months, right? Or I am a social media manager that helps spiritual entrepreneurs manage their social so they can focus on their zone of genius. That's still good, but it's still top level, and you are still repeating kind of what you are and in this sense who you help, right? So what happens is that then when you continue to describe your offer, you're still focusing on yourself. You're listing as many features of your product and services that are possible. You might throw in a few benefits. Usually it's an afterthought, but then your overall pitch tends to be literal and logical. Save time, save money, increase productivity, focus on your zone of genius, improve return on investment, right? Invest me in this program now, you're going to get 10K. Um, you know, that's fine, right? That is definitely a part of the answer. You want to have that information. But in regards to serving and selling to your customer, that's not actually what they wanted to hear when they asked you what it is that you do, right? Like, no wonder people have a hard time buying from you. They hear that message over and over and over again from your competitors. So you have to step into your selling leadership role and you have to make sure you have done your job of serving your customer by attending to their needs, actually listening to them, right? If this is a conversation like they're like, well, that's not like what I really asked from you, right? So being able to avoid this mistake is going to help you explain the value of your offer in a way that they can understand, in a way that they wanted to hear it, not how you understand it, okay? So what customers ask and what they really want to hear are often two different things entirely. Okay, that is why Let me just pause for a second. The art of conversations is so critical and so important. Learning to be a good listener, because a lot of times, even myself, we say something and then someone receives a different way and you're like, that is not what I meant. This is the same experience that your customers are having when they ask you what it is that you do and you give them the latter answer we just talked about. So when they ask you what you do or look at your offer, what they're really trying to understand, what they're really asking is, what can you do for me? Okay, we live in a what can you do for me world, but when you are a business owner, customers are your lifeblood. So you have to switch from what can you do for me to what can I do for you, right? And so in this situation, you are helping them feel seen and understood by actually answering that question. So another thing that they may be asking is, can you really help me solve my particular problem? Okay, because hitting 10K months may not be their problem. That may be their goal. That may be their desire. But maybe they have a lack of organization. Maybe they have a self-sabotaging behavior, right? That's actually what their problem is, and that could be something that you help them identify on their way to 10K. But if you never tell them that, they'll never know that, right? And so you need to spell out what's in it for them and show them that you solve problems for people just like them. The only way to do this is to give yourself clarity of marketing and sales language focused on serving your customer, not talking about who you are and what your offer is in a self-centered, self-focused way, okay? If you continue to just give factual and logical explanations of your service, you're not really answering their questions, okay? Because customers don't really care about you or your products or your service. They really only care about themselves and how you can help them solve their problems, okay? So don't make this mistake and keep the information of your offer in your head and keep providing literal and logical terms, wondering why you're not making sales, okay? So the offer persona is gonna fix this, but let's just dive a little bit deeper into mistake number 2 so that you can really understand why this is going to be key in helping you with sales. So, if you can't explain your offer in sales or marketing language, you will have a difficult time applying any strategy. Okay. A lot of people make this mistake and get started with their sales and marketing without having that clarity on their offer. And they're just wondering why these different strategies are not working. All right. So, what happens is that they get shiny object syndrome. I've had this too. And I continue to purchase this course, that course, this training, this masterclass, instead of having clarity on my offer. So I am trying to make my offer work inside of a strategy, right? Instead of learning how to make that strategy support my offer. And most of the time, I found that I was actually trying to learn about my offer as I was actually trying to then learn a strategy, right? Talk about pushing a rock up a hill. And when I say sales and marketing language, this is just basically the copy that you are going to use for any of your sales pages, your emails, your captions, right? There is a specific way to actually use words to elicit a certain type of behavior. And if we don't know what those words are and how to organize them in a way that can activate your buyer, your future customer into a buyer, then again, when we start to apply these strategies, it's going to be very difficult because we're trying to learn what those words are while we're trying to make this strategy work, okay? So instead of trying to fit your offer into these strategies, you're actually going to be able to start to use these strategies in a way that supports and elevates what you know about your offer. Okay, the clarity is key. That clarity gives you confidence. That confidence helps you gain your customers' trust and step into your selling leadership role. So let's just quickly talk about why offer personas are important and just dive a little bit deeper into this mindset. So having crystal clear clarity on your offer will not only help you relate to your buyers on a deeper level, but it'll also give you more confidence when it comes to your sales and marketing strategies. And when I say deeper level, I'm not talking about, like I said, I'm a business coach that helps female entrepreneurs who are just getting started scale to 10K months. That deeper level could be that self-sabotage, that lack of organization, the lack of accountability, right? So we need to dig deeper into that. And deep clarity will also inspire and spark your imagination. So when you're not frustrated trying to figure out how to articulate your offer, you are then free to then use your imagination. And this is what helps you create these amazing, fun campaigns, right? Because you're not stuck in a rut trying to like, I don't get this strategy, I don't understand. Instead, you're gonna be like, oh my gosh, I have like the coolest ideas, like the most fun ideas. You'll be waking up at 3 a.m. feeling like, holy crap, I can't sleep because I need to get this idea out of my head, because your imagination and your creativity is just oozing. Okay, so it's just going to make not only things so much more fun, but it's just going to make all the different strategy and marketing campaigns that you learn work better for you. Okay, and it's not just in this program, but anything that you learn outside of this program too. So, how do we actually avoid all of the mistakes that we just talked about, and how do we actually truly fix it? And that is the offer personas, okay? Because offer personas is going to give you clarity on the details of your offer in words, right? We know about the power of words. So now we are going to actually have that clarity on your offer so that someone else, aka your customer, can actually understand what it is that you do and how you help them, right? Not only for yourself, that you're going to have this clarity, but also your team, right? Whoever you hire, whoever you bring on, they're going to be like, oh my gosh, I totally understand this. They're going to have clarity. Guess what? Their imagination is going to be sparked. They're going to be able to support what it is you're doing, right? It's just like an amazing branch. It's amazing roots that just get spread. Clarity roots get spread, right? So then let's say you have a salesperson. I mean, they're just going to be able to close sales effortlessly because they are very clear on what it is that they're selling. Okay. Offer personas are also going to give you clarity on how your offer supports your buyer on a deeper level than just the solution. You will be able to truly answer that question, what's in it for me? Okay? You will also understand the real reason why someone wants to buy your offer, which is a major key for effortless sales. Once you can figure out that trigger of really what it is that gets someone to buy, what it is that they need to know to get them to buy, and you can understand that on a deeper level, then all of your marketing can crush those objections and answer that question. That is how your content is going, your captions, everything that you do is going to resonate with them, and it's going to activate and inspire them to purchase. Okay. And then offer personas give you clarity on how to sell and market your offers with confidence. All right. You'll have an easier time with your strategies now that you're not trying to learn how to explain your offer while learning a strategy at the same time. And I know that you understand how it feels to go from confusion to clarity and actually feel that shift inside, and how you can speak, with confidence to your buyers and not feel like you're being salesy, right? Because a lot of times we feel like we're being salesy because we're just not clear on what it is that we actually like, how to put it in words to actually help them. So it's not that we're trying to like use a car salesman pitch. It's just that when we don't understand, we don't have confidence. And when we don't have confidence, that's when those icky feelings start to come. Okay. So offer personas are going to fix all of that. All right. In order to master the skill of selling, especially the skill of selling from a place of serving and leadership, we have to be willing to identify with people. We have to meet them on common ground. Okay. Having this clarity is going to allow you to create relationships. Those relationships lead to trust. They allow you to go deeper into someone's life because they don't feel like they are just a check mark on your to-do list, a check mark on your sales goals. Okay. You can't solve someone's problem if you have not engaged their humanity. You have to genuinely care. All right. And I know that there's so many sales tactics that just keep you driven on sales. So it's hard to just like to get to a place where it's like, I really do care. But how do I actually do that? Like my heart says it, but it's just like, I don't know how to actually do that. And this is going to solve that. All right. So when we are able to actually have this clarity and confidence, we can actually focus on solving people's problems. Okay. This will come across in your conversations. If you close calls in DMs or Zooms, it'll come across in your captions, your sales pages, everything, your emails, everything. Because people don't care about how much you know until they know how much you care. Okay. Once they know you care, they will let you into their problems, right? It's so amazing when you like read a sales page or an email and you're like, holy crap, like this is me. Like it resonates with you, right? Because you feel like they understand you. You feel like they see you, so you immediately begin to purchase. That person has done their research to understand what it is that you need. So that one paragraph of reading their caption or their email is going to convert you. It's going to automatically exude trust because you're like, wow, they took the time to get to know me. And then of course, their offer should deliver, on that promise, right, of solving your problem. So this is why offer personas are so important, because it's going to help you discover the details of someone's life, from where they are to where they want to be on a deeper level, so that your sales and marketing will be able to identify with them, meet them on common ground, and appeal to their humanity. Okay? They're going to feel seen. We got to put the human back in human connections, right? It's like my analogy of dating your customer, getting to know them. Right? Like when you're dating someone, you learn all the little things about them that they like, so you can plan these cute, picnic dates or buy really thoughtful gifts, right? And help them feel seen and listen to them and things like that and solve problems together. Like that's the same thing that your buyers want from you too. They want to feel seen. They want to feel like you took the time to get to know them. Okay? And I'm telling you, planting that seed is really also how you build a brand, how you build brand loyalty, how you build word of mouth, how you actually transform someone. I'm not going to get too deep into that, but these are the seeds that we're planting. Okay. You will start to see that in the later lessons. So we got to get out of this logic-based, strategies, these empty emotional scripts that are wrapped in sales pitches. Okay. When you get to know them, you can speak to them in their language. You can help them with their needs. You can plan fun marketing and sales campaign that make them feel seen, heard, and understood. Okay. This is how you create campaigns that will activate someone, right? Not trigger someone. We're going to activate them and shift them from the inside. This is how you come up with taglines like Starbucks, where they say the first sip feeling. The first sip feeling is real, okay? Right? Or like Red Bull gives you wings. Like when you are on an energy drink, you are hopped up and you feel like you can do anything. All right? And then, look how Snickers has turned a candy bar into a meal replacement. You're not yourself when you're hungry. Right? This is how you step into that creativity and come up with these amazing things. It starts here. All right, so this is why we learn this first before we dive into any sales and marketing strategies. So now I hope you have a deeper understanding of the power that offer personas are going to have in your business. And not only in your business, just shifting that energy inside of you from feeling icky and like wondering how to get rid of that ick, understanding, knowing, being able to articulate, right? That's going to give you that clarity that leads to confidence, that leads to fun, that leads to imagination, that leads to human connections. It's what brings back the fun in your business instead of feeling lost and confused, okay? Okay, so now that you understand the groundwork for offer personas, meet me in the next lesson and I'm going to show you how to actually break down the strategy and how to do it. And as always, if you have any questions, drop them in the discussion area of this lesson in the members only community or in the VIP group. Okay, so I'll see you in the next lesson.